the Wrestling Brothers Breakdown.
We're brothers.
Who like wrestling?
Ooh, what are we doing tonight? Something Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber was the other night. Was a very good show.
Oh, yeah.
I upped my ranking because of the ending, but at first I was just like, it was okay. Mediocre pay-per-view, but then they pulled quite the swerve, so it was good times.
I had to go. I was at a soccer game, professional soccer game, not playing, obviously, but watching, and you're texting me like, don't get on social media. I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah,
great.
I did. I texted you, don't get on social media to get spoiled.
Don't let him get on social media. Like, just don't do it. And I was like, okay, I'll go home and watch it. At least the men's match, and then catch up on the other stuff the rest of the time. But man, a lot of stuff to talk about. Live from Toronto, not us. No. It was from Toronto, Canada. Only 38,000. Like,
it was a low amount. I know they've had WrestleManias there before with more people, and the crowd didn't seem super into it at times. So
yeah, I don't know. We were at the Royal Rumble. We had 70,000. We were all over the place.
I thought it was 65 or 60. Yeah, I don't know. It was a lot. So
I don't know.
All right, we'll get the numbers out of the way. We had some prop bets in there for 8 total picks. I went 6-2, and Brad went 7-1. So Brad retains the belt.
Acknowledge me.
Hooray for Brad! Good job. Blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. All right, moving on to more important things.
I got a bold take, 1 out of 2. So
Brad got one of his bold takes, and
it's terrible.
I did not get a dashing take. So, but that's okay. That's just for fun.
It's like 8 pay-per-view wins to 2. Man, that's a lot to a little.
Yeah, and there's 3 ties in there, so we'll get it back up eventually. I'm gonna get Revolution here next week.
Okay.
So.
Keep telling yourself that.
Or the stats will go away, and they won't matter anymore.
The stats won't go away. Why? This is terrible.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
All right, first up, women's match.
Yes. Oh, wait. First up was they did the USA national anthem and then the Canada national anthem. And go figure, the Canada booed the American national anthem, which made Pat McAfee go nuts on commentary, which I think he did on purpose, just to be silly. But I thought that was hilarious. He brought it up like 5 times the rest of the night.
Funny, like he's like, oh, I love the Canadians, boo this, boo that. You love your country, I love my country, blah 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 blah.
So he was talking crap on them. I thought that was funny. And she sang the national anthem like super fast to get through it while they were booing. I was like, I've never heard the national anthem sung so fast.
You went the over under at 30 seconds. Like, this is great. Like, prop bet.
So yeah, like you said, first up was the women's Elimination Chamber match, and one of our prop bets was who will get eliminated first. We both picked Naomi, and boy did we pick that right. So not even 30 seconds in is the first swerve of the night.
Yeah, it's like
Jade Cargill returns. Liv Morgan looks all terrified like she's going to get beat up, and then she turns and beats up Naomi.
Yeah.
Bianca loses her mind in her pod. Very good acting.
And Bailey's just like, yeah, I'm used to my partners betraying me, so whatever. Like, I don't care anymore. Just, yeah.
Yeah, she's just there for the paycheck.
Meh.
So yeah. Naomi gets eliminated, so they start off the match with 5 instead of 6, so we got that one right. It was actually a pretty decent women's match. It was 29, 30 minutes long, so not terribly long for a chamber match.
Yeah.
They changed the sound that it used to play, like when it would be like, and then buzz to people in, and then I don't like the new sounds they had and the lights.
And yeah, the lights was weird. It's a little spinning on top, and I'm used to the big flashes of.
It would flash and then kind of make the buzzing sound like the rumble and go brr.
Yeah, it's kind of.
So I think they were trying something new, and I not like it.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was a really good women's match. Like, and wasn't expecting Jade Cargill to show up so early. Was I reading something? It's like all the potential either baby faces or heels were wearing white, and I was like,
I did notice like 3 or 4 of them were wearing white.
So yeah, something like that. I thought maybe Alexa Bliss was gonna do some more. I think
they're trying to figure out how to pencil her in for something in WrestleMania, I think.
Or if they're still trying to do the Wyatt 6 stuff.
A little bit of weird stuff with that, and I just don't understand. I don't watch SmackDown enough to know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I read my Bleacher Report. Shout out to them. That's my dirt sheets. I love them. I read all their stuff, and it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I thought Roxanne Perez looked really good. She did a pretty good job. She was who I picked, even though she was an underdog, and she lasted pretty far into the match, but then got eliminated. So I knew that was a long shot on that call, but sometimes you got to bet big on them. And you picked right, the obvious one, since probably should have went with that since she dropped the tag title that they're going to put her back into the singles picture for WrestleMania because she's one of their bigger stars. So Bianca
Yeah.
wins the women's match. You picked that right.
Woohoo! The
So
EST. Yeah,
yep,
she
and
looked.
she's good. She's entertaining. She's just one of their top people. So
I was thinking and hoping it was going to be her versus Flea, but then if you haven't watched Raw from yesterday,
I saw the
have you?
highlights, or I saw
Yeah.
it.
Rhea
Yeah,
lost to Iso Sky or whatever. And I'm
Io
like,
Sky. Yeah, so
triple
that's
threat match or what are we doing
it's
here? I
interesting
don't
to
know.
see title changes in February before WrestleMania in April. So it's not always
Yeah,
the case. So
yeah. Overall, I'd
men,
say like four. I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5. It was quite an entertaining match.
yeah, I would give
Everybody
it a
got
four.
their
I would give it
spots.
four out of
Seemed
five.
like except Naomi.
Yeah, bad
Uh,
luck for her. But
yeah, like well, like sorry, Charlie.
yeah, I'd rate it 4 out of 5 too. So I give it that one good. So that one was good. The next up
Yeah,
was the bathroom tag team. The tag team match. This was just because Trish is from Canada, and so I
oh
think,
yeah,
and they're like, well, let's just do something for the Canada people, make Tiffy look good as the champion.
yeah.
So
Trish sometimes looked a little iffy, a little hesitant, but then other times she's just
yeah,
like
she's
all
probably a
out.
little rusty. I mean, she's 50 now, like, and she's been retired for a long time. She's in the Hall of Fame, so.
Yeah. So
But she still did a pretty decent job. Did you see when Tiff like kicked her out of the way a little bit so she could hit her moonsault? There
yeah, she's
at
like,
the end of the match,
no, leave.
she's
Yeah.
like, move, you're in the way. I wanna do this move. She just kind of kicked her out of the way. Her own teammate. I thought that was funny.
It was, and we always kind of cheer when Nia Jax loses. So
Yep. Anytime Nia loses, that makes me happy. So I
solid. I
dislike
mean,
her
good. You
strongly.
did
So
3 out of 5. I mean, it was all right. So
yeah, I'd say yeah, barely a 3. I'll make it okay.
wasn't nothing too crazy, but yeah. So Tiffy and Trish for the win. So yeah, it was.
Yeah, and it wasn't terribly too long. It's like 11 or 12 minutes. So
They're both wearing white too, but then they're not heels or they're baby. I don't know anymore. So
that was that match. The third match was the unsanctioned match with Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. And did you see they like had the lights different, and then the referee had like an undershirt, not his referee shirt on.
uh-huh.
So they had these nice little touches to say like, "Hey, this is unsanctioned."
Dude, so
So
like
this
I
is
said, I watched
easily
I watched
match
the
of the
stuff
night.
out of order. So I watched the men's elimination chamber first, and then next day I watched that
Yeah,
this one. Dude, like just the slow build, the psychology, and I love psychology stuff, especially being like a coach and working with high school athletes and stuff. But man, the psychology storytelling behind it, just the slow build to it, like I was just like, dang.
it was good. I don't even know how long it was, but it didn't feel long at all, and
If I would have watched it in order, I should have been like that. That was match of the night.
it was match of the night. Easily match of the night. 5
Yeah,
stars.
I mean, it was just the hockey sticks, the just the
Hockey sticks. There was at least 4 table spots. The double
oh
table
man,
spot I've never seen before. That where they're stacked on top like that and then thrown over the
uh-huh.
corner of the ropes. That was anytime you can throw a new table spot in that I haven't seen before.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I'm impressed.
Like yeah,
They both took some
um,
pretty rough bumps.
dude, it just it
The bump on the barbed wire chair on the face and on the back, like ugh, that.
oh yeah, that
The
hurt
only
just
one minor complaint was that was such a hardcore match that there should have been some blood from that barbed
yeah.
wire, but they
You'd
obviously they
think
saved that for later in the night because they can't do too much blood on
yeah,
one show.
too much blood.
But that was the only minor complaint, but easily quite the wrestling match. Kind of went all over, and then they made it feel really big when they kept on being like, "Somebody stop it! Somebody stop it!" This has
Yeah,
gone too far. It's too
stop
crazy.
the dang match.
Kevin Owens has lost his mind. He won't stop.
He does kind of seem like that, but
He
I
plays that
mean,
well. He does the feuds
he
very well.
does.
So he's a
So
he's a
yeah, it
good
was
wrestler.
yeah, match of the night, 5 out of 5. Like it was awesome. It was amazing. Like these guys, the rivalry, like that's just
And they even threw out on commentary their old names from back in the day in like the Indies and Ring of Honor, El Generico and Kevin
yeah,
Steen. And so that's pretty neat.
yeah, going. So
And
it was
then
good, and you
after that, there was one of your bold takes. Randy Orton came back, and it looks like him and
yes,
Kevin Owens are going to feud at WrestleMania. So, but
he's
Randy
looking
Orton
good
looks like
at
every time he gets hurt and comes back. He's lifted weights and he looks 10 times bigger.
Yep. Just and then he starts was all the security showed up and then he just like or whatever the NXT wrestlers and then it's like you get a RKO, you get an RKO, you get an
Oh yeah,
RKO like just
beats up
wow.
everybody.
I love it. It's too great. And he's gonna do the punt like and everybody's like
Oh yeah, that would
ooh.
have been crazy. So that was kind of a big tease and build up. So maybe
So
they'll let him bring that back. I know they
yeah.
outlawed the stomp for a long time, and then that's back now.
I love the hockey stick. That was pretty funny. I like that.
Nice nod to Canada.
So, yep, Canada. But yeah, the two tables bump like oh like
What?
just some of that yeah just it hurt watching it. I was like ow like
Yeah, I don't think there's a good way to do that.
it's
Or the one on
like I know
the
you're getting paid a lot of money, but man, I was like you're gonna be in pain for a while. Like I
yeah.
don't know.
All right, and the final match of the night was the men's elimination chamber match.
The
This
only thing
was
I got wrong.
pretty good too. Yeah, I told you
Yeah,
they were gonna pick let Cena win, so I
yeah.
thought this was pretty good. They had some back and forth. We both picked Damian Priest right to be eliminated first. I think that was pretty obvious, and then they got Logan Paul out of there before even CM Punk got out of the pod. So
I thought I could have swore that Priest eliminated Drew
McIntyre.
McIntyre.
Oh wait, maybe he did. Maybe well,
I
either
thought
way.
so. So we both would have missed that.
So
So I
either
mean, I
way,
still would have
we
won.
you still won if you're 6-2 and I'm 5-3 or whatever. So
It was like a crappy roll up, and then like Priest got eliminated because Logan like frog splashed off the top of a pod.
oh yeah, that's right.
Um,
So I went looking for an
so it's
article on it
like
to try to read and I missed it.
that was like a week. So they're gonna continue Priest and McIntyre maybe. I'm like,
Damian Priest, I don't like.
I,
He needs to go away. I don't care for him.
it just
He's just not
yeah
entertaining. He's not exciting. Put him back in the mid card.
yeah. Kinda, yeah. I mean, it was funny though watching CM Punk cheer him on or whoever was beating up McIntyre and throwing his head into the thing. So
Did you see the light in his pod fell down one time? And then I saw
it's
videos on
like
social media. He kept putting it back up like 2 or 3 times, and the crowd was chanting, "Fix the light!" And he would hang the light
yeah,
back up, and then it would fall again. And it was just he was just having fun being silly with it.
it was funny. And then the crowd was like so anti Logan Paul.
Oh yeah,
They did not like Mr. Logan. They were
no,
like,
he's got he's
forget
got
you,
he's got
buddy.
go away heat for sure. I thought they did a good job though with Punk and Seth and Cena at the end, and they kind of all took turns and hit their highlights, and then there was a little bit of finishing spam going on there in the middle, which is fine once in a while.
Yep.
People, and it looked just like Super Cena back in the day, kind of maybe a tad slower, but still pretty good.
Hmm.
And then Seth gets eliminated, but for some reason it takes him a long time to roll out of the cage, and then so he kind of cheats and hits stomp on
Mr. CM Punk.
Mr. CM Punk, and John Cena was like, "Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to take advantage of this." So, and people are like, "Oh, is that a heel seed being planted, or is he just well? It's just sometimes you can't control what other people do, and you just have to take advantage of it."
They don't do the raise the hands anymore. They just kind of he just kind of shook him. He's like, "Yep, he's out." Not the raise the hand, drop it, raise the hand, drop it. And the third time, they're always like,
Oh yeah,
"No,
that's
no,
I don't
no,
like how they just
no,"
call people passed
like they
out
used
nowadays.
to
Yeah, I like the old
to
way
see if
better.
they're passed out or whatever.
Yeah, because then they could like start
Now they just
fighting
shake
back
them.
out
They're
of it.
like, "Oh nope, it's out, it's out."
Yeah.
Yeah,
So John Cena wins. I picked
it
that
was good.
right.
It was entertaining. Like,
It was good. So and
yeah,
then they got the cage lifted up pretty quick because I didn't even see it while they were showing Cody Rhodes come in.
I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Oh yes, I'd say 4 out of 5. Yeah. So that was good.
I might delayed. I'm looking at my video. Maybe I'd say it would have been match of the night if maybe the McIntyre and Priest were a little bit better, but I don't know. It was good overall. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was entertaining.
I didn't
So
see Cena winning. I thought they were going to go CM Punk, and then we'll talk about what happened next. But man, Punk's promo yesterday on Raw, man,
I
he
haven't
just
watched
went
it yet. I need to go back and
off
watch it. So
on everybody. It was great.
I think he's still going to do a
Oh,
great
dude,
job
it
and
was
be involved in
great. Like,
some good story for WrestleMania, but I don't know what it's going to be. But yeah, I got to go back and watch Raw to catch up on it. I saw people talking about it, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yep.
So
And
yeah,
then
Cage came
finally
up
we have
quick.
the
Cody came out to congratulate John Cena, and we knew that
yep.
Cody had to answer The Rock's ultimatum question: Are you going to sell your soul or not?
And
So
Travis Scott.
I don't understand Travis Scott and the popularity of rap or whatever. So it just that was just
So
seemed stupid to me. But
moving
maybe
forward, because we're going to talk about it, he's supposedly supposed to be writing John Cena's new theme song.
oh okay, because he's the
So
bad guy
that's
now, and
why
he'll have
he's
to.
involved. Yes.
Okay.
Supposedly. I don't know. But
Supposedly, John Cena already had music done years ago, and he wrote it when he was going to maybe turn heel back in like 2013.
yeah.
But
I want to see Thugonomics, Word Life, that. Just
go total old school.
go old school. Yeah. But yes, Cody, we both predicted he said no. He
Yep.
said he doesn't doesn't
Said he
own
already
his
gave his soul to the ring and to the
and the
fans
people.
and the
And
people,
then
and
he
everybody cheered for that because they're like, yeah, that's what a good guy would say.
told The Rock to go, well,
Yeah, and then he
fly
said,
kite.
"Hey, Rock, go fly a kite," and that was entertaining. I literally burst out laughing out loud. They didn't bleep it at all, and that was like, "Oh, so that's like your PG-13 movie, your one F word you get."
And John Cena's like, oh.
John Cena went nuts and laughing, and The Rock was just like, "Okay." He said, you're gonna lose after that," and then John Cena went to give him the big hugs. The Rock gave him the secret signal. They were
The
obviously in
throat
cahoots. The
slash, and then
throat
like
slash.
two, and then Sage something. And I
Yeah,
just thought he was saying like both of you are dead meat or something. And then Cena gets back, looks at him, and just
yeah.
it was
The
a
angry face
wimpy
memes are like
nut
just,
kick.
oh
But
man, like all the Make a Wish kids start crying.
oh man, all the memes and
All the
videos I've seen
memes.
after that, I'm just like, oh
Yeah, so
Lord.
many memes. Yep.
Supposedly he's done with Make a Wish. Maybe I read something like that. He already did his last one, like 700 or 800 or something. I don't know.
So yeah, he gave the low blow, turned heel. They beat up Cody for I don't know 15 minutes.
Ish,
They
yeah.
punched him with his watch until his forehead bled. I don't think he bladed. I think they broke him open the hard way.
And then I
So
read a thing that Travis Scott slapped him and busted an eardrum and
yeah,
gave
his
him a
eardrum
black
busted
eye.
his eardrum. I read that too, and
I'm
messed up his
like,
eye. I
dude,
was like, you got to learn how to fake hit people, man.
yeah.
Did you see John Cena at the press conference afterwards?
Yep.
He walked in, took the microphone out of the thing, and then just dropped it and left and didn't answer
And
any
walked away. I was
questions.
like, that's perfect.
That was funny. That was good heel
And
character.
even like ESPN yesterday talked about it, about John Cena going heel. So it's like this they're getting their
Well, it was
this is a
industry changing, like what they said it would be. Like he's been a good guy since 2003. Like
it's like with Hogan.
thought it would
Like
never
this is
happen.
like
Yeah,
they're with that.
like when Hogan did it in '96. That's what everyone's comparing it to because it was like this could never happen, and then it finally did. So
Yeah.
congrats to them on pulling the trigger on a crazy story that you like. It's either gonna go really well or be really bad, and I think it's gonna make everything really interesting for his last few months. And at
Well,
least
and
it,
the Rock told Cody not to break his heart again, and apparently he did. So
yeah. Hopefully they do stuff
now
well
he's
with all these stories. They've definitely set a lot of things in motion, and they've got a lot of good potential now with
yeah.
the John Cena heel turn and Cody and The Rock. So hopefully they'll build it into something really good and not fumble it. They did really good last year, adjusting and kind of turning it into a really good main event.
Yeah.
So hopefully they seem like they're smart enough to figure it out. But then they've also got some variables with CM Punk and the Paul Heyman favor, which we called that one right too. He did not cash in his favor. So they've got some wild cards if
Yeah.
they need to change something up, and they can kind of do whatever they want to do
Yeah.
and make it as best a possible story for coming up in April.
And I know Cena's on the all the international tour dates coming up too, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. But yeah, they have a lot of great directions they can go, and I was reading like only like The Rock, Triple H, Cena, and like maybe one or two other people knew about
Yep.
it. Like
They even
everything
changed
else, they're like, we're good.
they put it out in their internal rundown that that segment was supposed to go on before the men's chamber match. And so they were even
Yeah,
swerving all the
so
internal employees. That's how much
I
they
like
don't want
that.
it to leak.
I like that. I mean, like nowadays you almost have to do that. Like you can let three or four people know, and that's it.
Yep.
So, but yeah, overall, I mean, it was a great pay-per-view. Like especially at the end there, just one of those like, oh my, like you just watch it again and again and again. You're like,
Yeah, it was good. Is there no more pay-per-views until Mania? I know they used to have like another one, but when they had like the branded pay-per-views, but I don't think there is.
I don't think so either.
So that gives them all of March and April. So that's 6 or 7, maybe 8 weeks till Mania,
Yeah,
and that's a long
that
time for them because normally they go only 4 to 5 weeks, 3 to 5 weeks between,
yeah, if that.
if that,
Like
between pay-per-views. So that's interesting if they got 8 weeks to build.
some don't remember.
So, anyways, that was
Uh,
Elimination Chamber. What would you give the pay-per-view
NXT
total?
Roadblock, no NXT Spring Break.
I would say
Um,
I'd say 4 out of 5. I was gonna give it 3, but then the swerve at the end made it really good. So my only
yeah,
complaint is that 3.5 hours for 4 matches is stupid. Uh, I
four
really like the
matches. Yeah,
storytelling. I like all the production. All that's great. You got to give us more than 4 matches for 3 hours of my time. Like I'm gonna watch Revolution this weekend for 3 hours. I'm gonna get 6, 7, 8, 9 matches. And they're all gonna be good. You know.
yeah, and more title matches. Like you would think. I mean, I know they're trying to set it up, but you still think there'd be something with.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Tiff was in there, but nothing for Rhea, nothing for Gunter. I mean, I know he's beating up people all over SmackDown or whatever. Just
Yeah. Well, and
I agree. I'd give it four out of
not everybody
five.
needs a 20-minute entrance. So
Yeah, but yeah, that's the next. That's the last pay per view before
nice. So it'll be interesting to see how they build for next 6, 7,
WrestleMania.
8 weeks.
Yeah, keep entering all those competitions to win WrestleMania tickets so we can go live and in person.
Yeah. All right. So
Pretty
that was
cool.
Elimination Chamber. What did you guys think of it? Obviously, we've been reading a lot on the internet. Send us your comments, your feedbacks all over our socials. I'd love to hear from you. After that, so we've still got a lot of wrestling coming up in March. I've got a local show for us to go to on the 11th. There's another local one we could go to. I haven't got Fountain City Pros coming back, the independent
Oh
one.
yeah,
Revolution is on Sunday
you hit the
night.
GSW and go yell at the Hallets and be like, "Why did you break up? I bought a T-shirt and everything."
We got TNA coming up sometime in March or April.
That's the end of March, right?
Is it? Yeah, sometimes toward the end of March.
Yeah, I think we got tickets to that one already. I know that one.
Yeah, and then
It's Raw or
Raw is
SmackDown is
coming
next.
to after WrestleMania to Kansas City, like 2 weeks after WrestleMania. So we'll see if I can get some tickets to that.
Noise.
Try to win some free ones.
Yeah. Maybe we want to sit next to. No, we can have some room by the people next to us, if you know what I mean.
Floor
Be
seats
like,
are
hey,
crammed in. If you ever sit on the floor, you are crammed in next to
dude, well, at
everybody.
least for AEW, man, come on, like that's ridiculous. But yeah, that's our show. As usual, the champ is still me.
Yep. All right. We will catch you guys next time. Later.
Deuces.